Serenity Funeral Home. We are a family-owned and operated funeral home where we offer complete personalized funeral services, leading our community in funeral and cremation services. Make an appointment for your pre-need and at-need arrangements by calling us at 702-647-0123. Once again, that number is 702-647-0123. Serenity Funeral Home, caring for your loved ones as if they're our own.
Chico Sticks, Pickles, Jolly Ranchers, Mary Jane's, Pop Rocks, Lemon Heads. Should I go on? Bitter Honey, Freeze Cups, Candy Cigarettes. Listen, how about you make your way down to the modern day Candy Lady and see all of this and more? Satisfy that sweet tooth Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Sight and Sound Candy and more. Follow us on IG at Sight and Sound Candy and on Facebook at Sight and Sound Candy. We are located at 1000 North Martin Luther King on the corner of Washington and MLK. Give us a call, 702-648-4444. Again, that number, 702-648-4444. Thank you.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Let the ball bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey.
It's your man, Goose Thomas. What it do, people?
Yeah, man. This is what we do, man. Every Saturday at 2 p.m., man. We appreciate you guys. Looking at your Rebel shirt.
Sound like you was about to say you pissed off.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys chiming in and Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show every Saturday at 2 p.m. Also, every Tuesday at 6.
And I know you have as well, man, that it's some people that really just don't realize that there is a show, an actual interactive radio show that they can call in, chime in on Facebook, all of that good stuff. They actually don't realize that while they're interacting on the page on a daily basis, which I absolutely don't understand.
Sometimes people don't even realize that people just posted what you posted.
Oh, that
3, 4,
happens.
5, 6 hours before you did. Do you even pay attention to the page?
That happens, bro.
So
That definitely happens, bro.
it's crazy, man. 608-3259, man. Give us a call at the top of the hour. Everybody should have this number memorized. Sometimes I don't even have it memorized and I'm in here, but you guys should. If you are really following Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, please give us a call at the top of the hour. We would love to hear your feedback. We would love to hear how great we are. If you don't have those two things to say, great feedback or how great we are, don't call. Or actually, if you want to embarrass yourself, give us a call and talk to us about something that you think that we don't know.
I like when people call up and test knowledge, man. I like that. I really like that, man. I enjoy it. I always hark back to, when we hosted the Super Bowl party at the mansion, man. Shout out to our guy Paris Fleming, man, for sticking us in there, man. It was a super dope atmosphere. But a Chicago Bears fan passed by us while we were on air with a throwback Walter Payton jersey on. We've told this story before, but for those that haven't listened to the show, you're gonna hear it again. You're gonna hear it. He passed by us with a Walter Payton, a ghost, bro. Like it looked like he saw Casper, bro.
I thought he was gonna get it.
I thought he had it. I knew, not thought. I knew he had the answer to this, bro. And the look on his face when he could not come up with anything was stunning, bro. It was stunning. Like, you can't tell me that you have a favorite player and you don't at least know where they played their college ball at.
Yeah, that makes
sense. You can't do that. Makes no sense.
Oh, boy.
You have to at least be able to tell me that.
At least.
I'm not asking you for any stats. I'm not asking you for what what was their completion percentage on third down for their career. I'm not asking you any of that. I ask you where they went to school. And he was stumped.
Sad. He's probably following us on Twitter. Please follow Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter, man, and that's with one T. Probably following us on Twitter, man. Let the Ball Bounce on IG, man. Hit us in our DM, man, as we are here to give you guys the best of sports talk radio, man. Hit us up at lettheballbounce@gmail.com, too, man, if you want to be a sponsor of the show. Big ups to Sight and Sound Candy and More and Serenity Funeral Home here in Las Vegas for being the LTBB sponsor for this month, man. And those two businesses continue to show us support, and we're going to continue to show them support also, man. So please support your local black businesses.
Please. They are the lifeblood of our community, man. And there are tons of them to support. Support your local black nonprofit organizations as well. They are the lifeblood.
Yeah, big ups to Mardonna Leonard here in Las Vegas.
Man. Shout out to Save Our Sons. And everybody else that's out there that has a nonprofit, man. Support these local nonprofits, man, because they do this without gaining any monetary gain.
Okay, so
they do this.
Let's go ahead and give them just the two that we named. What do Save Our Sons do in the community, for the community, just so people who are just now listening to the Sports Talk Radio show and wanting to know more information on the two nonprofits that we named as far as Save Our Sons and the Mardonna Leonard Foundation. What does the Saving Sons do for the Las Vegas community?
Man, first off, man, shout out to Curtis Coleman, founder of Save Our Sons, man, that entire board that I've been blessed to do great work with. We provide diversion programs. We provide sports programs. All of this is geared toward youth from 8 to 18, and even beyond. Just overall mentoring.
Yeah.
We do the Scare Straight program, where we take the kids into the Clark County Detention Center and show them around. Show them where they don't want to be. And show them where, if they continue down the path of destruction that they're on, where they will be.
Where they could end up.
We also do a mortuary tour in conjunction with Serenity Funeral Home, where we take the kids to the mortuary. We take them to, I call it the icebox, where they get to see where, if they continue to head down the path of destruction that they're on, where one place that they can end up.
Yeah.
It's only two. It's only two places you can go: in the ground or in a cell. It's the only two places you got if you continue down your path of destruction. So, I mean, those are just, we actually just completed our very first diversion program. Virtually. We had to complete it virtually because of the mandate, but it was a super, super dope 5-week program, 6-week program that we took. We had 7 young men that we took on with this program, man, and it was just a beautiful thing to see, man. Having people that looked like them, that were in the community already. We had, regular old, motivational speakers. We had police officers come through. We had guidance counselors come through. Just a plethora and a variety of people that these kids can see that are successful in what they do, and that are doing it the right way.
Right.
So, I mean, again, man, big ups and kudos to the entire Save Our Sons board, man, that is doing great work in the Las Vegas community and beyond.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. The fact that Save Our Sons is doing so much in the community, man, to help these young kids stop from making bad decisions and continuing to make bad decisions. And you guys are showing them the repercussion of those decisions that they're possibly making, man. And so that's huge, man. Also, big ups to Mardana Leonard Foundation for providing food and clothing pantry for all of the less fortunate people here in Las Vegas. And we provide free grief counseling, free counseling for anyone who needs it, man. And so I know a lot of times when people need to see a therapist or a counselor, it really depends on your insurance and things like that. Whether you're able to get that help or not, but we don't turn anyone down. And so we do a lot of fundraising and raising money so that we can have money in the bank to pay these therapists to do free grief counseling for these families. We go around holiday time to all you family members out there who have taken on relatives or even siblings or other relatives' kids in the home because the dad's in jail or the dad had passed away or the mom had passed away and someone has to take those kids. What Mardana Leonard does is they go around during holiday time and they feed these families and give them clothes, and when school starts they get all of the supplies and things for them. So because sometimes these families are already on a fixed budget, man, and so we understand that. And so going in understanding that, we know that we need to be greater help in their family. It takes a village, man.
Yes, it does.
And so we appreciate those two nonprofits, Save Our Sons and Mardana Leonard, for doing their best in the community of Las Vegas, man. So that's what we do, man.
Yes, sir.
We give shots out to our local heroes, man. So Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan is being a father today. His daughter is moving from her place to another place, and she needed help.
Yeah.
And so she didn't have to go to the local Home Depot and go pick up 3 or 4 people to help. Pop stepped up and said, "You know what? I got you.
I got that.
Me and my son, your brother, we got you. We're going to help you move this thing."
Yes, sir.
But at the end of the day, I'm getting a little bit too old for this. Get somewhere and stay put already.
I'm dragging right now. Quit playing.
So big ups to Bill Blockham Logan, man, for out there for being a U-Haul daddy on this Saturday.
Jesus be
afternoon.
a U-Haul.
So that's what we do, man. We are strong black men in the community, man,
Yes,
that is recognizing other strong black men in the community and local heroes. So once again, big ups to our nonprofits, big ups to our sponsor, Serenity Funeral Home, and Sight and Sound Candy and More for sponsoring today's show of the LTBB crew. We got a lot of sports to talk to you guys about, man. We got a lot.
Yeah, we do.
And so I would like to start off with some college football scores, man.
Yeah, man.
While I'm over here, look, man, before I go there, man, it takes a second for everyone right now to hold on. I got to send a text message to someone who should know.
Wow.
I'm on my show.
Wow, that. Wow.
Hey, Stacey Dugan, did you forget? You've been on the show before.
Stace. Bring some of them kale chips through, though. I mean, since you know we own.
I got them.
I mean,
but they just, you know.
Yeah, I can't get the, yeah. Give me some regulars. Can I have some regulars?
Look, we have regular kale chips and infused kale chips.
Get the regulars, though. Me whole lot. No, man, shout out Antonio Holiday, man. He's on the on our Facebook Live, man. We appreciate you, man. He said, how would a young person be directed to become a sports agent? Is the schooling or direction is the schooling or direction to break in different? I think is what the word he wants to say. I would say business management major. get involved. If you're a student on campus, get involved with the sports teams there. Become a manager of the sports teams. Equipment, take stats, whatever managers do with these sports teams. Get involved that way. Get into the nuances.
You got to start at the bottom.
You got to start at the bottom, man. You're not going straight to the top. Be a film guy.
Yeah.
You know who was a film guy? Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, Miami Heat's head coach.
How about he was a film guy before he became a head coach?
Yeah.
And as good of a head coach as he is.
Yeah, he's probably going to be the head coach there for a long time.
He's going to be the head coach there a really long time.
I can't see them getting rid of him anytime soon.
I don't see that happening. He's better than I once thought he was.
Yeah.
I'm going to be totally honest with you. Because when he had LeBron and Bosh and D Wade, I'm like, these stars is kind of carrying Spo. But when they left and he was left with pretty much the bottom of the barrel, he still coached them dudes up to a couple of winning seasons.
And took them to the finals last year.
I mean, come on. And now that he actually has talent that he's been able to grind out from draft day till now, and, a couple of pieces added, Bam Adebayo, was one that he got to, really, really see grow up. He's shown his maturation as a head coach and just how much better he's gotten as a head coach, man. So you got to give him credit, man. You have to.
Yeah. We need more black sports agents.
Yes, we do.
Big ups to Clutch Sports, who's really just
huge. They taking over.
They taking over, man.
It is a takeover, bro.
LeBron James and company, man.
It is a takeover.
Maverick, man. Them guys is doing their thing, man.
That is crazy.
And I love it. I love to see that, man. So start at the bottom, like Goose said, managing. Yeah. I know my manager of my basketball team. He go wash my jersey, dog.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you got to start at the bottom, man.
Absolutely.
You got to start at the bottom,
That's what it is, man.
Look, we want to give you guys a couple of these top 25 only.
Yeah.
If your football team, and we're talking about the NCAAF.
And that's one reason why I don't have any Florida State gear on, Armando. We're not in the top 25.
If your team is not in the top 25, other than Florida State or the U, or the host teams, you won't get mentioned unless you're getting whooped by one of these top 25.
That'll be the time you'll get your one mention.
Yeah. So Syracuse unranked going against number 2 Notre Dame. Notre Dame 38-14 at the end of the third.
It was early in actual game. It was like 7-3, but that didn't last too long.
That didn't last long at all. Halftime in the Florida ranked number 6 against Tennessee. Florida is up 17-7.
I fully expect Florida
to really pull away.
They've been kind of a slow starter here this season, man, and they've been able to have brilliant second halves and pull away. I know Hassan Grant is happy about that.
Yeah. Unranked West Virginia 0 against number 9 Iowa State, 21-0 at halftime. Number 12 Indiana 7 against number 16 Wisconsin 3. So halftime 7-3 Indiana. Interesting. Number 19 Iowa 13 against unranked Illinois 14. Iowa 13, Illinois 14 at halftime. Tulsa number 24, ranked 24, 6-3 against Navy. This is an interesting game right here. Stanford, who always plays hard.
Yeah, they play well.
Unranked 21-3 against 22 ranked Washington.
They in Washington. Because they can't play in Stanford. They're down 2 weeks in Santa Clara
They
County.
ended the second quarter, man. So 21-3, Stanford has that lead over Washington.
All right, Melissa, watch your UW. Watch them dogs.
Washington on the whole just been taking an L for the past week.
Yeah, it's been a minute. They've been taking L's for for a couple of weeks here, man.
Yeah, I mean, you
The
got
entire state.
Yeah, the entire state has been taking an L. Yikes. It's just so sad. So sad.
We're going to talk about that again, unfortunately.
It's just so sad, man.
'Cause we got
Number
some
4, Ohio State. Felicia Fi's team. 52-12 against Michigan State. That's the final.
Michigan State stinks, bro.
It's tragic.
They're a horrible,
tragic.
horrible football team.
They're not like their basketball team.
No. They not like they once were as a football program. They stink, bro.
Wow.
They're horrible. But they keep getting new uniforms for some reason.
Why, though?
I don't know. I'll make you play in your old practice jerseys till you win a game. Yeah, no numbers on the back.
None.
Got to put your numbers on with duct tape.
That's sad. That's tragic.
Yes.
Number 5, Texas A&M, 31-20 over Auburn in the final. Oklahoma State, number 15 against TCU. The final, TCU 29, Oklahoma 22.
Wow. Oh, Gundy over there
Yeah,
at OK
man.
State.
West Carolina against North Carolina, ranked 17 North Carolina. 49-9.
North Carolina wins?
Yeah, North Carolina wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marshall loses to Rice 20-0.
Wow. And Marshall's ranked.
21. Marshall was ranked 21.
Wow. To Rice?
To Rice.
Rice ain't had a football program in ever.
Mm-mm.
I can't
Jerry
rem-
Rice.
Man.
Since Glenn Rice.
Since Rice-A-Roni.
Since
Since Uncle Bit. Oh,
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Too early.
Yikes.
Too early. Too early.
Way too soon.
What's the Rice that used to play for UNLV?
Dave
Dave
Rice.
Rice. Dave Rice.
Coach Dave.
Coach.
Yeah.
Coach Dave.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
tough, man.
BYU is playing
That's going to be a good game, bro. That's going to be a good
playing
game.
Carolina at number 18 Carolina.
That's going to be a good game.
Later. The 23 ranked Oregon is playing against Cal. That's going to be a good game, I think. Even Cal's
Cal been kinda down
0-3.
a little bit. Cal been kind of down a little bit.
Yeah.
Over the past 5 or 6 years, man.
Yikes.
It's been good for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Cal is you have been on that campus?
I have not. I haven't been on the campus. I've been on the perimeter of the campus.
Gross.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
It's
something,
Berkeley,
bro.
baby.
Let me
It's
tell you.
Berkeley, baby.
Cal Berkeley, bro.
It's Berkeley, baby.
I wanted
Already
to go
knowing.
to Cal
Already
Berkeley,
knowing.
bros.
I'm already knowing, G. Cal
It is
Berkeley.
Popping
Yeah.
on that campus.
Yeah.
Ask Jason Kidd.
My sister had a full ride academic scholarship to
Ooh.
go to Cal Berkeley.
That means she was smart.
Yeah.
4.7 coming
Yeah,
out of high
it's
school.
Ridiculous.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Number 3, Clemson going up against Virginia Tech later on today. Number 1, Alabama going up against LSU.
That should be the game.
That's
right
going to be
there.
a game.
It's in Death Valley too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
My number 10 ranked Miami plays Duke later on today.
They should slap Duke. Mel Kaufman should be happy about that LSU game coming up, man, in Death Valley.
Yeah, that should be a good one, man. Baylor going up against number 11 ranked Oklahoma later, and Washington State going up against number 20 USC later in that football game. I want to watch that game too, man.
Gonna be some good ones, man.
Gonna be some good games, man.
Good late games too, man. For all you handicappers out there, man, some good late games to lay some money on too, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
So let's start with the NBA, I guess.
yeah, man.
Russell Westbrook is now a member of the Washington Wizards. If you've been sleeping under a rock, he was traded for John Wall, and I want to say, the first round draft pick
Yeah, it's
Houston picked up.
Conditional, I think 2023 pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's down the line a little bit, but
They said that Wall wanted to play with Harden, and Russell wanted to play with Bill. So they made that swap daddy. How do you think it's going to look on the Washington end? Then we'll move up to Houston.
I actually think it'll be okay. Looking at Russ coming over now, the only issue I've ever had with Russell Westbrook is his lack of shooting ability. But when you take into account that he has Bradley Beal there, who's a shot maker, he'll be able to, I think, get a lot of open looks off of Bradley Beal, if that makes sense. And it would behoove him. I hope in this, short time that we've been away from the bubble with the season starting here in 2 weeks, they're in camp now, that he worked on. He needs to get his mid-range game back first because that totally left him. I don't know what the deal was with him mentally, but he actually did have a mid-range game where, you know, he would stop and pop off the window, you know, a la Tim Duncan, you know, type jumpers. And he would knock down that, you know, that free throw line extended jumper. But that's since left him. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the Monstars came down and snatched up his mid-range power, but it's since vanished. So I just want Russell Westbrook to work on that, because with Bradley Beal being the shot maker that he is, he's going to see a lot of those open looks 15 to 17 feet away.
Will that young Vegas kid get some open looks?
Yes, he will. Shout out Troy Brown. He definitely will get some open looks, and I believe he's going to be an integral piece for that Washington Wizards team to possibly make a playoff push.
Ooh.
Possibly. But it's really predicated on him getting better, which I think he'll do.
I want Russell Westbrook to get back to whether you guys want to call it padding the stats or not. I want to see him get back to that triple-double type of form that
he'll be able to do it in Washington.
And if he able to get to doing that, he's going to help that young team, just be a better team, man. And I think he may be a better complement to Bradley Beal than John Wall.
I mean, we know he's going to be there because he actually stays healthy. The only real injury he's faced is when our guy Patrick Beverly tackled him and tore his meniscus. That was the only major injury that Russell, that I can think of, he's had.
He still need to catch that fade.
Man,
he's done it more.
Pat be tripping, bro.
Bros, I understand the intensity. I understand you want to play hard. I understand you want to, you want to, give all your all for defense. But don't run into my knee.
Don't do that.
Don't play reckless.
Like you knew I was about to call the timeout though. Like you wasn't gonna steal the ball from me, bro. I'm calling the timeout soon as I cross the timeline, bro. And you run and come on, man.
That's why you will never get a ring, Patrick Beverly.
Patrick Beverly is the little kid in the hood that always got his shirt off and always got popsicle juice running down his mouth to his neck to his chest, dirty. Bro. Just dirty, bro. Ain't never got on no shoes. You just outside. And you never got on no shoes, never got on no shirt, but you got cut off jean shorts. Get back in the house.
Pigeon-toed outside at 11 p.m. at night.
What are you doing?
Man.
Get yours back in the house. You're dirty.
What do you guys think about the fact that John Wall said he wanted to get traded because they announced that they're building around Bradley Beal, who's not missed any games the past 3 seasons?
I don't think anything of it. It's what it is. I mean,
tragic.
Look, John Wall, what was his deal at the time he signed? 140, I believe it was. A whole
lot.
It was a lot of money. My man, we have not seen that return.
Nah, bro.
We have not seen that return. So for you to be pissy, is like.
How do you feel now, though? Because now you're going to Houston. They're not going to build around you.
So what's the difference?
They're still building around Harden as long as he's there.
Hello.
That team, that Houston, and speaking of that Houston team, I think progressively has gotten worse. I mean, you trade away some of your integral pieces. I thought it was the beginning of the end when they got rid of Capella. I thought he was a huge piece to what the Houston Rockets was doing. And, he is over in Atlanta, and we'll speak on Atlanta a little bit later. That's a squad over there. But at the same time, if I'm what's the other guy that came from Phoenix, plays for Houston?
Why am I? Big head, pit bull. Yeah. Got all the shoes.
Yeah.
Y'all know who we talking about. Yeah. Him.
Got all the shoes.
Yeah. So he got like 600 pair of shoes or something like that.
Do.
Yeah.
His shoe collection.
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker's
come on. PJ Tucker.
Shoe collection is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If I'm PJ Tucker, I'm like, you know what? This is my last year. I want to get out of here. And And as a matter of fact, trade me now.
Yeah.
Because he can go and help
He can go and help him ball
any
club right now.
team that is in contention right
And what do
now.
you guys think? It's crazy to me. You could feel the effects of Daryl Morey already being gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Because they took a chance on John Wall. They traded Russell Westbrook, which they probably could have got a lot of pieces for him
Sure.
somewhere else instead
Because
of
he's still
just,
young. Like, he's not
Yeah.
like he's going to quit anytime
instead of
soon.
taking a superstar that has not played in 2.5 years.
Yep.
And then they signed in free agency Boogie Cousins for the all Achilles team.
I don't understand it at
Yikes.
all, bro. When I saw the Boogie Cousins signing, I'm like, they done gave up.
I'm pushing
They've
for
given
Big-
up.
I'm pushing for Boogie though.
I
I'm pushing
want
for
him to
him.
do well, but him and John Wall are the same guy. They stay hurt, bro.
Two Kentucky guys.
Oh, and
What's up with
that's
these
really
Kentucky
a
dudes?
travesty. That's really a travesty. I don't understand that. What's up with Kentucky as a ball club right now? We'll talk about that. But I didn't get that. Like, why is this like? Are you trying to relive, Mike D'Antoni's offense by bringing in a 7-footer that only likes to shoot 3-pointers? I mean, what are we doing here? What are you trying to do as a franchise? It sure ain't. It doesn't seem like you're trying to get better.
Yeah, I don't know what Houston's identity is right now. I know they got Gerald Green coming back. Not that that's going to be huge help, but he is energy coming off the bench. They still got PJ Tucker, but now they're playing small ball or having to play forced to play small ball with a coach who probably necessarily doesn't want to play small ball. But D'Antoni got rid of damn near all his bigs to play small ball. I just don't see what the Houston Rockets are doing with their team, man. And this really predicated on Boogie Cousins' health and John Wall's health.
Yeah.
And how hard is Harden going to go out there? And speaking of Harden, where's his focus? His focus is handing a buddy of his a Prada bag with $100,000 in it and honey buns.
Honey buns.
And
I didn't get that. I
and-
didn't know what that was.
And I was told on the page, on the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk page, that what's wrong with giving your best friend a gift for his birthday? Well, hold up. I didn't know that James Harden and Lil Baby were best friends.
Didn't know they were besties. Man.
Okay.
No
And so even if that's your bestie, I've heard of bestie guys, who got money, buying they homie, they best friend a Rolex, $20,000, $30,000 Rolex, not a $30,000, $40,000 bag with $100,000 in it, full of honey buns. Like, what type of homie? Y'all that close?
I've even seen partners buy cars. I've seen that before. I've seen the car buying thing before.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
But the bag with honey buns, that kind of threw me.
Well, I mean, but Lil Baby may eat honey buns. It may have been like one of them gag jokes.
That's a lot.
But
of
my
sugar,
thing
bro.
is this:
It's a lot of sugar, bro.
if,
I like honey buns,
and
bro.
I'm
I don't
not
like 'em that
and I'm
much,
not
bro.
counting any other man's money and telling people what you can and what you can't do with your money, with your best friend. But if I'm a millionaire, my best friend still isn't getting $100K from me. Like, he's not. Look, we going on a trip, all expenses paid for, maybe for a week.
You good?
We finna go kick it, do this.
You good?
But $100K,
You good?
nah.
If I give you $100K, it's to start a business. I'm not like finna give you, say, here, man, here go.
I get that.
100,000. We're gonna start a business. That's where the $100K is going. You got to give me an idea if I'm gonna give you $100,000 of my money.
We are not hating.
No, not at all.
This
That's
is
just me.
This
is
is
my
just.
opinion.
I'm only
Yeah.
speaking for myself. Gooch is only speaking for
all.
himself.
Right.
I mean, and at the end of the day, Harden can do whatever he wants to do.
Sure he can.
But look, Harden, you give a man $100K, but yet you turn down 2-year, 100 and
Like
what was it?
103. 103.
103, 2-year, $103 million from the owner of the Houston Rockets because you said that he supports Donald Trump.
Tough. I ain't leaving $103 million nowhere.
And guess what? Whatever team you get traded to, if you do get traded, probably has an owner that supports.
It's highly
Donald
likely.
Trump.
It's highly likely that the owner of any major sports franchise supports Donald Trump.
And Dre, you as a business owner, know you don't bring politics into business.
But it happens. And it's highly likely.
Some of y'all right now standing in line at McDonald's ready to get the number 6 and don't even know that the owner of Mickey D's is a Trump supporter. I'm just throwing it out there. We don't know. We don't know.
Right.
But is that going to stop you from getting the 2 cheeseburger meal with a medium fry and the non-orange drink that they stopped selling? That is a travesty in its own.
Bro.
That's just as bad as taking away the Mexican pizza.
Why would you
really
do that?
It really is, bro. Like, look, man, back in the day, we called it the pizzazz pizza. Well, it had the little green things on it. They don't put them on it no more. Why would you do that, dog?
No, I don't understand.
Why would you take away your most popular item?
The same reason that 7-Eleven took away the best chili cheese on this side of the Western Hemisphere.
Ooh.
When I was in junior high school, we used to go to 7-Eleven. We used to get a bag of chips and pay for the bag of chips and go over to the chili cheese and put the chili cheese and dump it in there. That was the best chili cheese ever.
It was the best. Knuckles about greasy. Did not care, bro.
Pretty much.
Didn't care. I put the chili and cheese on my Cool Ranch Doritos, bro.
Yeah. I put it on anything.
Whew.
Now,
Special.
give me some Charleston Chewies, some Jolly Ranchers, some
man.
Twix, some Doritos, and put chili cheese on all of it. That's how much I love that chili cheese.
Man, it was so good.
But look,
bro.
we don't care what Harden does with his money, but at the same
no,
time, bruh.
Let's think a little bit.
And there is circulating rumors that he's not going to be in Houston too long either.
I mean, it seems that way. I mean, when you just look at that situation, man, like I don't even know, especially with coming out of the bubble, you know, on what is 60 days, bro? They 60 days removed from the bubble, basically, and you right back into it. Like I don't know what direction that Houston team is heading, bro. Like if there's one team that I just have absolutely no clue
That's
about,
them.
it's them, bro.
Wow.
I can't tell you.
Well, training camp did start last week. Training camp started, and they are already putting out the schedule for the games for Christmas, MLK Day, and all of that.
Big
stuff.
Christmas schedule. Woo.
So it's going to be interesting this NBA season. Anthony Davis finally gets his 5-year, $195 million deal done with the Los Angeles Lakers.
38 million a year.
Yikes. LeBron James gets his 2-year, what is it, 85, 86 million.
Huge discount, by the way.
He's been taking a lot of
It's a
discounts.
discount, man. That's a discount. I think it's for bigger and better things, but that's a discount for sure. No doubt about it. It's a discount.
Lakers also signed. Y'all didn't hear who they signed? Yeah, Jared Dudley. Quinn
Cook came back.
Yeah, he came back.
Jared Dudley.
Yeah, because there was no other point guards out there available that was better than Quan's favorite player in Cook. Quan can't stand that dude. He's like, man, he's just wasting space. And I see a lot of Laker fans saying he just needs an opportunity to go out and show what type. Well, he's not going to get it on this team. Not backing up Schroeder and Caruso.
No, not gonna happen.
So he's a locker room guy too. I don't understand why Lakers are paying big, like a total of $3, maybe $4 million on locker room guys when I'm pretty sure that a Jamal Crawford would have took $2 million
He
mid-level.
probably would have took, not $2 million. He'd have took the $2 million for 1 year for sure. And he's a locker room guy. I don't see what a locker room guy that can actually play basketball pretty good, bro. He's actually pretty good at the game.
I've heard through the NBA wire, rumor wire, that Lou Williams, it's not a lock to stay with the Clippers the entire season. So I would love to see him go back to Philly, make it interesting.
Real quick, what do you guys think about Anthony Davis going back to his contract? He said, I took the 5-year deal because I get injured a lot.
He said that out
he
loud?
admitted that.
Oh, wow. I didn't hear that.
Which is smart knowing yourself, saying like, listen, to be honest, I've dealt with injuries. And it's that, but it's also we don't know what the money's going to look like in a couple of years because this effects of COVID is going to really change. So those two in 1 year deals are going to look different. You can't really do that. That's why LeBron went ahead and took that 2-year extension and dropped that 3rd-year player option because of that. But yeah, Anthony Davis said that. There's video of him saying that listen, man, I've been injured, so let me go ahead and get this money just in case.
And not to throw this in Laker fans' face, not because I'm not really a fan, but, when they did say that he signed the 5-year $195, I was like, that dude stay hurt, bros. Yeah. I mean, you can't. I mean, you open up the gym door hard, the wind is gonna just probably blow an ACL out. It's just he makes me nervous like Kevin Love used to make me nervous when he went down, when he was over in Cleveland. When LeBron James was over at Cleveland and Kevin Love would get hurt or something, he made me super nervous because I was like, he may be done for the series or the game. Same thing with Anthony Davis. When he falls down, bros, I'm like, he may not get up.
Yeah.
And it shows on his players' faces. Look at LeBron James' face when Anthony Davis got hurt.
Yeah, it was bad.
And that
LeBron thought it was over.
Yeah, the look on his face was like,
it was over.
Here we go.
He thought it was over, bro. He thought it was over.
He was so bad.
That man went to grabbing at his foot. Oh, I said, God.
Here we go. Here we go.
that was the here we go look.
But he I give him a pass for having that look because he had the same look when Kyrie got hurt. Yeah. He had the same look when Kevin Love got hurt. Yeah. And he had the same look when Anthony Davis, got hurt. And it was just like, come on, bruh.
Man. Yeah, he does struggle with knick-knack injury, which is it's just crazy to me.
You think they overpaid for him?
No, he's a top 3 player in the league. Give him that money. Pay him like a top 3.
Yeah, I mean, look at Middleton's getting.
I mean, come on, Chris Middleton is making $30+ million a year. No, that's a real thing. That's a real thing, and I like Chris Middleton. I really do.
He ain't Michael Redd.
But he's making $30+ million a season.
And I got the audio of Anthony Davis.
Yeah, let's hear that, man.
Please, no.
Without coming back or not, I think it was just more so, figuring out, the contract length. I just want to be here. I want to be here. My family wants to be here. I love this organization. I love the coaching staff that we have. Also, the reality of things too. I do have a little history with injuries. A 2-year deal, you kind of bet on yourself. Do I get to that? God forbid, knock on wood, something happens. I want to secure the most amount of years possible, so I thought the 5-year deal.
In case I get hurt, I can still get my money. But at the same time,
he was there when Boogie Cousins had 3 months left on his contract, was about to get paid.
Yep. And got hurt.
And tore his knee or his Achilles, I can't remember which injury that was, against the Houston Rockets.
That was tragic, bro.
And saw
that was his Achilles.
That was a $130 million injury. So he saw that firsthand. So listen, it's smart.
It's smart. I just didn't expect for him to say
it out loud. You said that out loud.
He tore his knee up at Hoop City, right here in Las Vegas.
That's ridiculous.
Where we played league games at.
You've been on that. We've been on that court, bro.
The league's horrible. The court is horrible, bro. It's a horrible basketball court. Shout out to everybody at Hoop City, but your courts stink. They suck. They're like elevated, and I don't know if they've since fixed this. Let's hope they fix this. So the court is slightly elevated, maybe, I don't know, 6 inches off of the ground. But there's a dip on the perimeter of the floor. So if I go to, I don't know, save a pass from going out of bounds, and my foot gets caught in.
Tragic.
Boy, y'all better quit playing. That's where he tore his knee up at. Hoop City. Yeah. Right off the 15 and Blue Diamond over there.
I stopped playing at Hoop City when they paired me up with somebody who just thought he was Jordan. And I was like, I'm done. I was done, bros. I was like, I cannot be in my 40s having to experience this.
Oh, man. No.
And I'm not saying that, I'm the greatest thing since, sliced pie, but, I deserve much more than this. Sometimes it's okay to look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I deserve much more than this. And make a decision. And that's what I did.
There you go. An executive decision, bro.
It is not hard for me, young Dre, to make hard decisions when it's regarding myself. Sometimes it may hurt my own feelings, but sometimes I have to just pull the plug.
Got to, man.
That is called being self-aware of your own situation and being able to take the criticism that you have for yourself and accept it.
The facts, man.
Big ups to Hoop City, who will not be seeing any of me anymore.
Not doing it, bro. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Look, man.
Won't do
your
it.
guy, Dre Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan is not here.
Daddy duties.
Once again, man, he's helping his daughter move and things like that, man. We're going to move on from basketball a little bit. We got to fight, don't we?
Yes, we do, man. Errol Spence, Danny Garcia
tonight.
Tonight. Now, this is a real fight. Yeah.
Not the Nate.
Not the Nate.
Okay.
This is a real, actual boxing match for a belt. Errol Spence Jr., coming off that horrible car accident where, let's be honest, he should not be here.
Boy.
He should not be here. But by the grace of God, and only by the grace of God,
look at God,
does he continue to walk the earth after that. If you saw the video of that,
bros,
there's no way you walk away from that.
No.
It's just not, man. Especially you talking about, he was in I want to say it was a convertible, flipped 5 or 6 times, thrown from the vehicle, no seatbelt on, and he's here now, getting ready to fight. This is less than 2 years ago, guys. He's getting ready to go into a professional bout with a name in Danny Garcia. And I like Danny Garcia. I like Swift, Philly dude. I really like his pops though. His pops is really the highlight. It's not Danny Garcia. It's his dad. If you ever really get a chance to see his dad talk or his dad talk, but I think taking this fight on Errol Spence's part, taking this fight, he could have taken a tune-up fight. This is his first fight in over a year, guys. Well over a year. And you step into the ring with what I would consider a dangerous opponent. Like, I'm not going to summarily dismiss Danny Garcia, because Danny Garcia is a really, really good fighter. And to me, he's dangerous. He's not the most dangerous I've seen, but he's pretty dangerous.
More dangerous than Nate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Nate is not dangerous at all, clearly. But it's just not. There's nothing dangerous about him. He's a danger to himself, exactly. It's the only thing dangerous about Nate Robinson. But to take this fight with a name like Danny Garcia, a champion in Danny Garcia, is a big risk for Errol Spence. I still believe that Errol Spence prevails because I just think he's the better boxer. I think it's going to be fairly easy work for him because he's the better boxer. Again, this is taking nothing away from Danny Garcia. I don't see the pop in Danny Garcia's shots like that. He's had, a knockout here recently, but I don't see the pop in his shots really affecting Errol Spence at this point. I just don't. I could be wrong. I really could, man. I just don't think I am.
I just want to see a good fight, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think, we're missing, great fights in boxing. And I want to see this. I want to see this comeback story, man. Like you said, that accident that he was in. Like, yikes.
Crazy, man. Unbelievable.
I'm like, you sure you want to fight?
Man. Absolutely, man. Shout out to our guy, Mike Dixon, man. Vegas Sports Daily in the building, man. Appreciate you, bro.
He definitely, wants to prove something, man. I think this is going to be a good fight, man. You're doing a fight party at your crib. Right?
Indeed, sir. Indeed,
Social distancing.
Social distancing. No, nothing in the house. We're doing everything in the backyard. So if you're coming, dress warm. I will have the fire pit going. Man cave TVs. Outside backyard television. We will not be coming in the house and gathering. If you need to use the restroom, you can do so. But we will not be gathering inside of the home. I've already set the liquor outside. The liquor been outside for 2 days.
Cold already.
Cold, yes, sir. That was the point.
Yeah.
Liquor been outside for 2 days. We ready to go, man. Let's enjoy this,
It's gonna
man.
be fun, man.
It's gonna be fun.
Two more things
Absolutely.
on boxing. Did you guys see Triller and Snoop are starting the Fight Club?
Yeah, we see that.
Wow, bro.
And then Jake Paul says he wants a few more wins in boxing and then wants to take on Conor McGregor.
Boy,
Look, man.
didn't Antonio Tarver say he wanted to fight Jake Paul?
I knew he was gonna bring that up again, and that's why I said it. While we harp on Nate Robinson, and surely we have all right to do so, because Nate talked a lot of trash.
I seen the video
leading up to that fight.
Oh, I seen the video.
Yeah, he talked a lot. I'm not letting Mr. Paul off the hook here. He's just as guilty of making a mockery of the sport as Nate Robinson is. You're just as guilty. The only difference between you and Nate Robinson is you actually sparred a couple of people and you got one pro fight under your belt. Where's your amateur pedigree? What gym did you grow up in? Who were you an understudy of? Like, you didn't put in the work that it takes to be great in this sport, bro. And I just cannot let dudes off the hook that make a mockery of this sport, bro. This is not. Classic example. Do you see pickup boxing matches around town?
Nah.
Man, I'm about to go to the gym, man. It's a pickup sparring session going on over there. No, you don't. You know why you don't? Because boxing is different. Boxing is different, dude. You just don't get in there and think you can do what you can do. You ain't on the block.
Nah.
You ain't on the block. This ain't fighting on the block, bro. I done put on the headgear and the gloves a couple of times and wish I hadn't done it. Look, man, getting hit in the face with a jab, bro, is the most annoying thing that can possibly happen to you. I'm talking with a jab, bro.
Yeah.
Just here. Right here.
You got to be able to take a punch.
Come on, bro. Stop doing that.
Le'Veon Bell has joined in with the foolishness.
Wowzers, man.
Instead of being completely focused on the National Football League,
Like, y'all about to make a Super Bowl run, G. Like, what are you doing?
he is talking about some get back with
When they-
Jake Paul.
I say Nate get his own get back. What I got to.
Why is everybody lining up to now want to fight Jake Paul now. I just don't get it, bro.
You playing right into his hands, bro. Like, y'all really.
And Tarver, stop it, bro.
Stop it, Antonio.
We already know
Please,
you would
bro.
hurt that boy.
Please don't do it, bro.
Even at your age, it's not like, really. Stop giving this man attention like that. Number one.
It's a YouTuber, bro. Why are we doing this? Like, stay in your lane. Stay in the YouTuber lane, bro. Like, y'all already know how I feel about the sport of boxing, man, and essentially witnessing a man's last fight. When I went to the Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman fight, there was a fight on that undercard that should have been stopped long before it was actually stopped. Needless to say, that man later on that night died at the University Medical Center right here in downtown Las Vegas, Nevada. So I essentially, and everybody else that was in the building and watching on TV, witnessed that man's last fight. This is for real and not for play, man. People die to be great in this sport. Stop making a mockery of it, bro. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop, man. It irks me, bro.
And you men, stop making a mockery of your wives, too. Because some of you wives beat you up just like Nate at the crib, too. Some of y'all at home right now getting battered and abused by your wife. Get some act right. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
And your man, Goose Thomas.
We got a caller. Caller. What's your name? What's your question? Hey.
No caller.
We gone. Hey.
Hello,
Hey, there you go. There we go.
I didn't hear anybody for a minute.
All good, man. What's going on with you?
Hey, this is Antonio Holiday.
Shout out, Antonio, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Simran in the building.
Yeah, man. He had some great questions on the feed, bro. He really, really did.
Simran in the building.
Hey.
What's up with it, G?
Hey, man, I was kind of wondering, like, how you gentlemen felt about the Rebels and the UNLV Rebel basketball team, their new coaching staff, and how they're handling the program. Big losses to Montana State, understandable losses to North Carolina and maybe Bama, but you just lost to Davidson.
Without Steph Curry.
Without Steph.
Without Steph.
Steph did not suit up.
Without Steph. Or the one power forward they had when Steph was there.
Yeah.
I forgot what the kid's name was. The dark kid. Yes.
I don't
about,
I don't know, man. Shout out to our guy Nick Blake over there, man. Coming in for his freshman campaign, man. He was actually playing well, man. Had a big block against North Carolina. Man tried to dunk on him, and he said, "No, you're not dunking on me today." But it's the story of our running Rebels. I am an alumnus. I will always cheer for the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. But it is the curse of Jerry Tarkanian.
Ooh.
And I really, really hate to say this because Jerry Tarkanian has done so much, man. God rest his soul, man. He did so much for that program to even be relevant, to even be seen. People, when people thought of Las Vegas, people got to understand just how young of a school that UNLV is. My dad was born in 1947, right? UNLV was born in 1957. Like people got to understand just how young of a school this is. Like, and for Jerry Tarkanian to put the school on the map like he did was huge. But by the same token, how it was done was bad. And it has closely followed that program since then. Like, I can't really give you a time where the UNLV Rebels, where you could say, you know what, these dudes might make a push in the NCAA tournament. We were surprised that they made it a few times. So for us to say they're going to make a push, that was totally out of the realm. We weren't thinking that ever. So I really do believe. Go ahead, Tom.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think it's part of the fact that we've been so concentrating on freshmen, that we've allowed a lot of the JUCO players just continue to stay in JUCO instead of bringing in some seasoned JUCO players along with the highly touted freshmen that bring in that balance, that veteranship,
yes,
and work ethic.
Yes,
and hunger.
You are absolutely correct, because that was the actual path that Jerry Tarkanian took. He took the JUCO path. Larry Johnson was a JUCO player. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know Larry Johnson was a JUCO player. Probably one of the best players in the country at that time. Like, you had a lot of dudes, even when Jerry Tarkanian went to Fresno State, a lot of those dudes were JUCO players. How do I know? Because they end up coming from Fresno City College, College of the Sequoias, where I attended. Like, he got a lot of those dudes from those schools, and a lot of them were from back east, and they would come to play JUCO over here, just the pipeline right to Fresno State where Jerry Tarkanian was.
Well, that's what Rick Majerus used to. Rick Majerus used to get a lot of JUCO.
A lot of JUCO guys, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he stayed in Compton. Getting from Compton College and other, LA City and those spots like that, man.
Absolutely, man. I don't know what the deal is though, Anton, man, with coaches not wanting to take the JUCO route, but you got a lot of really good basketball players at the JUCO level, man, that really go unseen, man, and it's sad. It really truly is, bro. So you're right.
It speaks to the level of, I know you guys got to move to the next caller, but it speaks to the level of how the NFL, the NBA, and only Major League Baseball that I've seen so far even look at the smaller colleges. NFL doesn't anymore, not like they used to.
Right.
They don't go to Savannah State and all them like they used to.
Right.
In the NBA, they definitely don't look at anybody at the lower level. They'd rather go across seas.
Sad. He's right. He's absolutely correct.
You got 300,000 basketball players in this country, literally, that can play at the higher level.
Yep.
But you want to continue to run across seas and get somebody with some name we can't pronounce.
Who has a high ceiling. That's the key word, Antonio. High ceiling. Every foreign player that they bring over here has a high ceiling. You see it every draft, bro. I like your ceiling. Yeah, Darko Milicic. How high was that ceiling?
What about Boris Diaw?
Boris actually had an okay career, but
Boris had an
okay career.
Well, the Clippers just picked up one from the Hornet. Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh,
Batum.
But did you see our draft pick for the Clippers though? We drafted was a junior from was a small school.
You should know it's the Clippers are your team.
Yes, I know. The name is Minnesota. From Minnesota.
I can't pronounce his name, but I can't think of the name. I know who he's talking about. I can't think of his name though.
The kid is the only one in the draft that averaged 20, averaged 10, and averaged more than 3 blocks a game.
So he gonna be better than the guy.
1, 2, and 3. Oh yeah, he's gonna be better than him if he gets playing time though.
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of hit and miss with these rookies, man. Especially now coming in, playing time and how much they would really affect the ball club. It's kind of hit and miss. And with this draft in particular, a lot of people didn't know who these guys were. The 2 best players in the country went undrafted. Think about that. The 2 best players in the country the leading scorer in the country went undrafted, Dre Bailey.
Yeah.
He was undrafted.
Yeah.
I don't know if GMs just hopped on the hype train. I don't know exactly what it is. But the leading scorer in the country goes unpicked. don't see how that happens, man. I don't, man.
Well, a lot of it happens. On my last tidbit out is when you come out of high school, you either got to be really good freshman, or everyone misses the sophomore, juniors, and seniors. They've just pretty much almost blanketed them out.
Man, that's crazy.
And then on top of that, they get the most money. So if I'm a junior, or if I'm a senior, or if I'm a sophomore, and I'm looking at a freshman that's getting guaranteed 20 or 30 or 15 or whatever it is $1 million, and I can outwork him, I out hustle him, my IQ is better than him.
Yeah.
And I've outplayed him when I played one-on-one or played team versus team against him. And he's still going to go out there because he got a name.
Yeah.
So marketing is now taking over instead of your play.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is politics. Why don't they give Crystal Lynn's brother a shot?
Hey, Pappy Jack.
Go get Pappy Jack.
He's doing well overseas, though, man.
Well,
God
gentlemen,
bless.
I thank you very much.
Yes,
for
indeed,
taking
man.
my call.
We appreciate you, man.
And Dre, you keep playing, man. You got to come out and hoop with it sometime, man.
Hey, you just
see
let
my pictures on phone.
you let me know the place and the time, man. And as long as I'm not out there with somebody who's actually trying to get to the league tomorrow, I'll be fine.
You'll be all right, most definitely. I'll let you know. I'll keep you up.
My
Thank
God.
you, gentlemen. Happy holidays.
Appreciate you,
Happy
bro.
holidays, man. Antonio Holiday,
indeed,
man. Yeah,
Good
we
call
went to
right
high
there,
school,
bro.
went to school together.
Great
man.
call right there,
My
man.
God.
Yes,
I mean, it's
indeed.
the truth, man.
Yeah.
You know, we need to do more recruiting for UNLV, and I don't think that the UNLV running Rebels is really a priority for the city right now. I mean, I think the city is really looking for that, but it's not really their priority, bro.
Right. And people got to understand Las Vegas is not like a college town, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is not like any other city. We are extremely unique. I mean, with the exception of Miami, who's it's nothing but Vegas by the sea, essentially
Pretty
by the
much.
ocean. I think the difference is we're number one, money. That's totally number one. Miami is a private school, and I
Yes,
don't
it
think
is.
people understand that part.
That's what I had to tell my
Miami
son.
is not a state institution,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I told my
It's
son.
not.
I was like, it's a private
It's
school,
a
bro.
private school, man. So you got to think the boosters. They are there. They are committed, bro. And even when it seemed like Miami had some down years,
Yeah.
Miami football at minimum was still relevant, bro. It was still relevant. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. You know, but money to me is the main factor, bro. So
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. That was a great call, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
man, Goose Thomas.
Look, we got another caller. Caller. What's your name? What's your question?
I'm glad to hear that my frat brother likes money.
Indeed.
Mondo in the building.
Who
I'm
doesn't?
glad that- I'm so much that we're going to be talking about these football picks that you're going to be really liking money. 'Cause money does that's really good to hear you say that.
Yeah.
Because man,
Did you
we-
do the
we had,
tally? Have you tallied up the wins yet?
We're gonna do it this week.
well, we don't. There's I don't speak French, sir. I don't know about we. I don't speak French.
Have you?
We gonna do the.
Telemundo is in the house. Not, go ahead.
We gonna do the tally this week. We supposed to be getting together one of these days this week and
Yeah.
and counting up
indeed,
these
man.
W's, man. And
I mean, I can understand Dre why Goose would be asking it. Some of the other ones, not so much.
Yeah, it's some
Goose,
folks
I
that
get
done
it.
fell off. It's some folks that done fell off, bro.
Some folks
people
just
done
like
fell off.
be quiet.
Super fell off.
If you're not getting like 12 and 11, 12, 13 wins a week, y'all might not want to be asking about standings. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Ugh.
6
Yeesh.
wins, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
that's not a good look.
Not a good look, man. What you got for us, Mondo?
I can't. So, normally I know there's some trap games this week. Some trap games. But we got Saints at Falcons this week. First game up. And the Falcons showed up last week.
Yes, they
and
did.
Played.
Slap the Raiders.
But I think
Bad.
I think I'm gonna take the Saints.
You gonna take the Saints?
Well, hold on. They slapped the Raiders bad, and then Burfict got mad and went and slapped somebody in
Yes,
Vegas
he did.
bad.
Yeah. What is wrong
But they
with
should have
that
put in
dude?
Mariota in the
Weird.
game anyway. But that's a whole other ball game.
That dude's kind of weird, bro.
Yeah.
He needs help.
Yeah.
He
does.
needs counseling.
He does. Just like Josh Gordon.
He's getting
It was
another.
a
He got
another
more.
shot.
He's got more than 9. He got
He's-
more than
look,
9 lives, bro.
Like real quick though, Josh Gordon has gotten. Look, we talk about Aldon Smith, right, and how proud of him we are as Niner fans because he was once a member of the 49ers. But I'm glad to see that he has his life together. Mr. Gordon, after being reinstated, now this will be the 5th time
Bros.
he's gotten
He's
reinstated.
like the Adam Pac-Man Jones of the 21st century.
Like, come on, bro.
They was giving Pac-Man a lot of love
Yeah,
too.
he got a lot of love until they finally said no. But with Josh Gordon, though, this is like time number 5, easily time number 5.
They said no at 50 though. Like it makes no sense. They still gave him another shot after the whole strip club incident.
Yeah.
So Goose, you take it? You say you taking the Falcons?
When we do our picks here in a second, I'll decide on that. I don't
That's why we're
believe
doing them now.
I don't believe we'll take the Falcons though. I don't believe I am.
Oh, y'all are gonna wait on me. All right.
I'm not going.
You know what? Who the Falcons played? They played New Orleans.
I got the Saints this week.
And it's
They play New Orleans.
it's
in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's why I was going through the picks with you now. I thought y'all were going to.
So let me ask you this: What is Taysom Hill still the quarterback?
Yes, he is.
He still is.
Yes,
I'm gonna
he
go
is.
Falcons, bro.
You gonna go with the Falcons? I'm not certain if they're still riding that high from last week, but if they are,
They beat Denver.
I think the high comes down this week.
Oh, Atlanta.
I'll tell you the trap.
Give
The
me the
trap
Saints,
game of the
bro.
week, though, is I'll tell you the trap game of the week is going to be the Colts and the Texans. That's the trap game.
I don't know who gonna win that game.
Well, here's the deal. Will Fuller, who went off last week, will not be playing
No.
the rest of the season because he likes to take
PEDs.
PEDs. So he won't hit the best weapon that Deshaun Watson had is now gone. So I'm not certain that's much of a trap. I mean, you could be right, but I mean, Deshaun gonna be running for his life out there, man.
Okay, but a Colts team that doesn't play well on the road.
Colts don't play well on the road.
I mean, what's their record now? 7-4. 7-4, right? Because they lost last week. 7-4.
Yeah,
right?
they are.
7-4. They got I think they got a wild card spot right now in the AFC.
Oof.
As it stands right now, they got a wild card spot.
Young Phillip Rivers.
Hmm.
Who would have thunk it?
Mm.
Who would have thunk it?
I don't know about that, G.
But Goose, last week the game that really ticked me off, I think that really got under my skin, was the Panthers and the Vikings game.
I told you.
Really got under my skin.
Yep. That was like it was a little back and forth, and the Vikings end up squeaking it, but I picked the Panthers to win that game and almost had it.
Yeah, we know.
I
Don't
would
rub
have.
it
Yeah,
in.
I would have
We
picked.
know.
I would have picked the Panthers.
Ah!
If I didn't take my bye week, I would have took the Panthers too.
Yeah.
I know that the Steelers have lost Bud Dupree, who was my favorite player on that team this year. He was on a franchise tag.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just going to be really interesting on seeing what the Steelers do with Bud Dupree. They are activating defensive end Stephon Tuitt, and then Hightower, the rookie. Mike Tomlin said he has a lot of faith in him. So we'll see how that works out, man. But that's going to hurt the Steelers' defense
sucks,
big time. I mean, Bud Dupree on one end and T.J. Watt on the other end, man. They have been creating havoc for the Steelers this year, man. And now that you lose Devin Bush early in the season, who had a great replacement, but now Bud Dupree, come on, bro.
Sucks, man. Sucks.
And my team went off last week Green Bay, but against a Chicago team that's like blah. But I wanted to talk to y'all about
Is it really called going off if you have Mitch Trubisky?
Hey, Mitch was 3-0, man. Mitch was 3-0. Y'all can say what y'all want, man. Mitch was 3-0.
I like Mitch though. I like.
Hey, would you prefer the boy band quarterback of Nick Foles 5, or would you prefer Mitch Trubisky?
I mean, Mitch, you know.
I mean, it's like, for me, it's like,
what weapons do they got on offense?
Allen Robinson is there. Cordarrelle Patterson.
Allen Robinson, a very good Allen Robinson,
Montgomery.
a very good receiver, and Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham's over there, and
Jimmy Graham.
Montgomery at running back.
Jimmy Graham.
Because, of course, Tariq Cohen went out with the ACL injury early, he was huge in their passing attack, man, coming out of the backfield. One of the best pass catching running backs in the league, man, and you tear ACL. Sucks.
But what I was gonna talk about was the tale of two bays, Tampa Bay and Green Bay. I am convinced now more than ever that I think that this Tampa Bay team is trying to get rid of Bruce Arians.
Really?
And they're not losing. Yeah, how do you not gel? This coming into either
that ain't his fault.
No, I'm not blaming him. I didn't say I was blaming him. I'm not blaming Bruce Arians.
All that off-season work they was doing together without the coach, and they ain't jail yet? Sound like a player problem.
I don't disagree. Well, I mean, because either it's one of two things, because you don't see Mr. Goat throwing downfield like he used to. He's throwing recklessly downfield.
I told y'all that last year.
And they're trying to put it all on Antonio Brown, which I think is a bunch of nonsense.
Nah, that's ridiculous. He just got there. Chill. The problems persisted long before he got there. How does he make them worse? Wow.
Correct.
It's the quarterback right now.
That's tough. It's Tom Brady right now, bro. Tom Brady's the issue.
It is Tom Brady.
He's making bonehead decisions, and he's not playing like Tom Brady is like we're used to seeing him play.
Well,
Simple.
They thought when they got Tom Brady that they was getting the Tom Brady of 2 or 3 years ago, but you're actually getting an aging Tom Brady, and he's showing you right before our eyes how quickly he's aging.
He's aging, bro. That's what it is.
Well, I think Green Bay is going. I am still making the prediction and standing with it that Aaron Rodgers will not be in a Packer uniform next year.
Really?
Sticking with that.
Really?
Because you all remember I said in April, and you all thought I was nuts when I was hemming and hawing about the draft being terrible for Green Bay, which I was right.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly,
you were.
Is
as we all were.
The draft was horrible. They did not recruit. They are messaging to Aaron Rodgers, we don't want you. We don't care. We're not drafting receivers. And I think there's other places that he has options. This Aaron Rodgers can go anywhere. Who's not going to pick up Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, no doubt. He can go anywhere he pleases. But this is my thing. This draft coming up is another draft that's full of wideouts in it too. So if they do it again twice, then I'll concede. I'll have no choice but to concede if they do it twice.
You make a hard bargain there.
But right now though, I mean they're winning football games because they have a decent run game, and they got Devontae Adams and a couple of solid wideouts that are out there with him.
I'm gonna steal a joke from Dre. If this was young Johnny Mathis's team, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
However, both of those teams, young Johnny Mathis's team and Aaron Rodgers, have no defense. None.
They're opportunistic defense. They are. They're not really they're not gonna stuff you. They're not gonna really get after you like that. They're opportunist type defense. Decent pass rushers.
So who do y'all see? Who do y'all see going to the ship? Real talk, right? As of right now, we're looking beside the Steelers.
It's kind of tough to tell, man. Be honest with you, bro.
I can't even tell you right now.
I couldn't even really tell you. I mean, the obvious pick would be, the Kansas City Chiefs at this point, but I can't even go there because they're going to have a tough road in the AFC, even with getting the bye. They're still going to have a tough road in the AFC because they gotta see Pittsburgh. So, and I don't even think they're going to get the bye. If Pittsburgh went out, they'll get the bye. So we'll be seeing the Kansas City Chiefs on Wild Card Weekend. with everybody else. So, I mean, the obvious pick right now, again, man, is the Kansas City Chiefs. But I can't even tell you that's a sure thing because we were talking about this before. They're the only team that we can think of that hasn't been affected by COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been affected by the coronavirus. They're the only team in the league, though,
that we know of.
That where it's been put out.
Odd,
that is odd, bro. That's
very
extremely odd. And if they have been affected by it, please somebody tell us. But I haven't seen any reports coming out of there.
So y'all know. So being in Jacksonville, just so y'all know, because you had Bonehead Dan Mullen of the University of Florida, and yeah, Bonehead Dan Mullen, the football coach, talking about COVEED does not exist.
Oh, yes,
they are not. I guess it's a Southern thing. It's something in the water in the South. Some people might be stuck on stupid. Some of these folks don't want to use contact tracing because there's no science behind contact tracing, supposedly. So
that's crazy.
If the Jaguars are being irresponsible with Shaka Khan and the rest of his people, which they really all need to be fired anyway, but they're not using contact tracing. So I don't know if maybe Kansas City is not using that. But the one thing I want in, because I don't want to keep y'all because y'all got to do your pick, is what about the one thing y'all haven't talked about is the possibility with the Player Association's agreement ending this year, the possibility of an 18-game season. What do you all think?
Negative, bro. We've talked about that for years and years on this show, bro.
Okay.
I just simply don't agree with the 18-game season, man. This is not the Canadian Football League.
No, bro.
This is not it. The in Canada, that's what they do. That's been their MO,
and it
since
works for them.
And it works. It works for them. Playing from March all the way to November, it works for them. Have at it. But that's just not American football, bro. That's not no. And it's crazy if anybody's ever actually witnessed a Canadian football game, like you really got to be in shape to play in that league. And it's pretty much all passing. It's like Arena League on a 110-yard field. It's the exact same thing. But nah, man. You can't, especially if things keep going like they're going now with COVID, not being able to have camps, not being able to really, get with your ball clubs, and you extend the season by 2 more games, that's a negative. You can't do that. No way. We're barely getting through the games now, having games on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. No way you can do that. No way.
I'm looking forward to hearing y'all's picks, so I'll just chime in on the chat.
Appreciate you there, Mondo.
Well, you might have. Well,
appreciate you there, big dog.
Okay.
Well, I can sit tight and just listen while y'all go through.
All right. We'll get with you there, Mondo. Appreciate you, bro.
Let me see.
Let's do it, man.
Right.
Let's get these picks popping. Let's do it, man.
Hey, man. Mondo in the building, man. We appreciate
you,
the
bro.
phone call, G.
Big time, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean,
18-game season, man.
Nah,
please.
bro, I'm not doing
Come
that.
on, man. Nobody's going to stop it.
Hey, right before we get to the picks, man, big ups to the NBA for not testing for marijuana use.
I love it, man. I love it. And I think the NFL should follow suit.
Yeah.
Like stop it already. It's been made legal. It's been proven to be an aid for pain, a natural aid for pain. Let these dudes smoke trees, man. Stop it. Because
some of them going to keep doing what they've been doing.
They going to keep doing it anyway. just end it already, bro. It ain't crack. They ain't in the locker room snorting coke. Like, just leave it alone.
You mean like they used to? In the
Yeah,
NBA?
yeah. Well, shooting in Major League Baseball, too. That's the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, since it was a gateway drug.
That's and I mean, just think of the city of Pittsburgh, though.
Yikes.
The city of Pittsburgh is a hub city, if you will, for delivering narcotic.
Yikes.
It's one of those cities where the drugs come in.
You know, Miami too. Miami is one.
Oh,
of those
Miami's
cities.
definitely, that goes without saying. But you wouldn't necessarily think Pittsburgh
nah,
though.
You wouldn't think.
You wouldn't even think it's an industrial town, blue collar, everybody here is working.
And that's why you make it that.
Yeah,
though.
and it's packs moving through this.
Pretty much.
Bricks.
Yeah, bricks. I wouldn't be surprised if Wyoming wasn't on that list.
Man, real.
I know that the Senate is trying to, or already passed a bill to decriminalize.
Yeah, as it should.
Marijuana.
As it should be. Look, man, arresting people for dime bags, bro, is by far the biggest waste of time you can think of.
And if you're still selling and buying dime bags, you need to hop back in your DeLorean.
Hell, even a zip. It don't make no sense, bro. Like, it's dumb. It's stupid.
A zip.
Come on, man. It's
Yikes.
dumb, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, go on, man. Like, it's real criminals out here, man, that's doing dumb stuff, really endangering the community out here.
Yeah. Not smoking trees.
Not smoking weed, bro.
And raiding the 7-Eleven.
Come on, man. Cut it out. It's tough, man. Tough one. But, you know, liquor continues to get
tobacco.
sold out there.
Or
And
tobacco,
they cause
too.
more deaths than anything.
Well, how about the lady who
Man.
cigarettes?
Y'all out of line, man. Both of y'all, man.
First off,
Dead wrong.
that wasn't me.
Dead wrong,
look,
son.
he took advantage of me.
Dead
You know why?
wrong. Oh,
Look.
you were influenced.
Yeah, you know why?
Oh, you need peer mediation?
No, let me
What's
tell you
going
why.
on here, man?
I have my hands here, and nothing but sound came out from him, so it made it look like it was me.
Need some peer mediation right here, man. I used to be a peer mediator when I was in
Come on,
elementary
man.
school, man. Stop people from fighting. Peer mediation.
I used to be the mediator for the House of Blues. Anytime that there was a fight or whatever, they send me down to break it up. Well, you know, to talk
talk it out.
Talk it out first, and if it couldn't be talked out, then you know we
I'll
call
go.
the big boys in.
Yes, sir.
Look,
It's
man.
horrible, man. All bad.
Stop smoking cigarettes.
See?
Stop smoking cigarettes, though.
Yeah. Stop smoking cigarettes, bro.
I'm glad they banned
It's
that
not
stuff
natural
inside of the
tobacco.
casinos. It's not, bros.
Cigarettes it's not natural tobacco. You are smoking rat poison when you do that, bro.
Boy.
Stop doing that, man.
All right, we're going to get
Let's get to it, man.
We're going to get these picks in.
First game. Saints at Falcons.
Game on the docket.
First game, Saints at Falcons.
Saints.
I'm going
I'm going
Falcons.
Saints, G.
I got to get some give back this week.
Yeah, I'm going Saints, baby.
Okay.
Saints it is. What's it?
Second game, Lions Bears in Soldier.
Chicago. Give me the Bears, man. Lions are without Kenny Galladay once again, bro. He is
Mitchell Trubisky
hurt,
with
bro.
the W.
Yep. I don't trust Matt Stafford anymore, bro. I can't hang
Been
on to
stop
him.
trusting
I
him.
can't hang on to
He's
him anymore.
tragic.
Can't hang on to him
But
anymore.
this is one of them games he liable to pick one out.
It's gonna be 13 degrees in Chicago.
Yeah.
Social field.
Well,
No.
did he?
Yeah.
Detroit
Going-
should be used to that weather
Going
too.
Chicago.
I'm
But
going
they-
Lions.
They play inside though.
I'm going Lions in this
Ford
game.
Field got a roof on it.
Yeah, they do. Browns at Titans.
Tennessee.
I'm going Tennessee too.
Tennessee.
Bengals at Dolphins.
Miami.
Going Miami too. They playing in Miami.
Yep.
Jaguars at Vikings.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Me too. Raiders at Jets. I'm going Jets to get their first W against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh my gosh, why am I having such a difficult time picking this football game? Will the Jets actually win this football game?
No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm going Raiders.
Will they actually win this football game?
They bet not.
Because I
man.
picked them to go 0-16. I was just at a point I'm not going there with them.
I'm going Raiders.
Give me the Las Vegas Raiders traveling back to the right coast.
The Colts at Texans.
Colts.
Yeah, I'm going to go Colts too.
Yep.
Rams at Cardinals. Trap game. Rams coming off a loss. Cardinals coming off a loss. Both of them eager for this W.
Give me the better football team. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Rams.
Rams a better football team.
I'm going Rams.
Give me
But
the
that
Rams,
boy
bro.
Kyler Murray don't
He's special,
stop playing,
bro.
bro.
He's a special kid.
And he at home.
He really is, bro. I might have to come back to that.
I know,
one,
me too. That's what I'm saying, bro.
I had to come back to that one in our chat, man.
Yeah. Giants at Seahawks. I'm going
Seattle.
Young Johnny Mathis
Seattle.
and them.
They're gonna absolutely kill the Giants.
Eagles at Green Bay.
Green Bay. They're gonna absolutely kill the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going Green Bay too.
Yeah.
Patriots at Chargers.
One thing real quick about the Eagles, man.
Hey, Tara Lynn, we hope you're listening.
Their defensive backs are absolutely putrid. And
They need Hassan.
look, bad. But this is the thing, though. You get Darius Slay over there, who I thought was a pretty good defensive back in this league. According to Pro Football Focus, he was really good when he was in Detroit. According to Pro Football Focus now, he absolutely stinks. And according to my mind's eye, he absolutely stinks. We're watching this unfold right before us, bro. They are horrible on the back end of that defense. If it's not for their pass rush, they get beat by 30 every week. They're horrible, bro. And I mean, you couple that with the horrific play of Carson Wentz, and you just got a formula for destruction, man. It's bad over
Carson
there, bro.
Wentz is trash
Man,
right now.
he is a bonehead. I said it on the post that Hassan put up. I really like tried to go to bat for this dude, and in some instances it was warranted because of just his lack of personnel, and it continues. He has no personnel there. Let's be honest. Nobody's healthy. But at some point, bro, you got to be able to see things. Like, you can't see a tight end crossing right across your face 10 yards away, right at the first down marker, and you take a shot downfield. Like, that's just football 101 at the end of the day, bro. It really is, man. It really is. Let's go forward, man. I had to say that. I'm sorry.
Patriots against Chargers. I'm going to go Chargers in this game.
Patriots
at Chargers.
Give me the Pats on the road, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Broncos at Chiefs.
Chiefs. Broncos might not score.
Monday's game. Washington at a questionable Ben Roethlisberger-less team.
Pittsburgh will win anyway.
Without Ben?
Without Ben.
No,
matter.
absolutely not.
Without Ben, they'll win this game.
No.
It doesn't matter.
I'm going to go Washington on the show, but in my picks, I'm going Steelers.
Hold on, you said Dallas? You said Dallas?
Washington against Steelers.
Oh, I'm still going with the Steelers.
Without Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah.
Interesting. Washington plays hard, but I don't think they'll beat the Steelers, bro.
Bills
at Glendale
at 49ers.
The Phoenix Niners.
The Phoenix Niners, the Glendale Niners at this point. I think this is a winnable football game from my San Francisco 49ers, man. I really do.
Here we go again.
I think it's a winnable football game, bro.
Always win those games at the end of the year.
I really do, man. I really do. And there was a point where I'm like, lose out. But then I saw we're still mathematically in the playoff hunt, bro. So I'm like, maybe we can win. George Kittle should be coming back next week. I think he said next week.
I don't want to.
In the article that I read, because they originally said 8 weeks. It's been 5, and he said he's ready to come back. Yeah,
you're going
man.
49ers.
I'm gonna go 49ers.
I'm gonna go Bills.
Yeah,
Bills on the road.
Bills got a good football team, man.
Cowboys Tuesday against the Ravens.
Give me the
I'm
Ravens,
going Ravens.
Bro. Give me the Ravens, man.
Ravens need this.
Yeesh.
They need this W. So I'm going to put my picks in early because I'm DJing tonight on IG. All 80s music. I'm doing an all 80s vibe. Depeche Mode, Aha, all that.
Hey. All 80s joints, bro.
So I'm doing all 80s joints.
That's what's up.
Nothing but, man. So we appreciate everybody chiming in to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, whether you gave us a call or whether you are watching us live or listening to us on the Gorilla Cross app, man. We are here every Saturday at 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. We're here to give you guys the best of sports talk radio, man, with your guy, Dre Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
And guess what, man? If you scared,
you better go to church.